Horse racing has returned to full swing following 3 years of inactivity brought about by the global pandemic. Late last month, the only racecourse in the country, Nairobi's Ngong Racecourse, organized a well-attended derby that brought out a throng of breeders, jockeys, punters and spectators in force to celebrate the return of horse racing activity. Our reporter Mohammed Abubakar was there and filed this report.
Nairobi's Ngong Racecourse is Kenya's only horse racing venue and one of only 4 across Africa. The Kenya Horse Racing Championship is pulling crowds again after the COVID-19 pandemic brought activity to a halt. Racehorse owner Joseph Muya is happy to see one of Kenya's oldest sports gaining popularity among the youth.
The popularity of Kenya racing has grown because this is a new generation. Don't forget that the Kenyans racing is from 1901, that back of the colonial, so that it is historical. And now we are trying to promote it actually to see the world, for them to know that racing is an industry and it is can grow bigger as in Dubai or Saudi Arabia now.
Horse racing was introduced in Kenya by British colonialists in the early 1900s. Over a century later, the sport has captured the interest of locals, from jockeys to avid spectators, both young and old.
I used to come here when I was young, so it's actually improved because people don't... Okay, if I say, like in school, if I say I do horse riding, they categorize me as the rich and bougie. But these days it's like, actually, yeah, locals actually come to watch and they find it interesting.
Well, horses are interesting because they have multiple different breeds and kinds that specialize in different things and have different strengths. So it's really interesting to watch some use their strengths and win against others.
Cheering the horses as they bolt around the racecourse is not the only attraction at the derby. Horse betting is a huge part of a race day experience, with punters out in force to place and collect on their wagers.
It's my first time watching horse racing, and we found it very intriguing, considering I'm also a bettor of sports, so I wanted to see how the race goes. And I felt like for me the first time, since I'm not very aware of the horses, I would just pick a number and see how they do, but I feel like you need to know the game or the horse racing better to know which horse to bet on.
Ngong Racecourse hosts around 25 derbies annually, making it the epicenter of the development of horse racing in Kenya and beyond. Mohammed Abubakar, CGTN.